Hello, good evening, everybody. Yeah, just doing my hair, I guess. Let's see. Let me get some water and blanket, and we get started. Let's see. Okay. How was your day? I hope you had a very nice day. Today's like Wednesday night, and yeah, I had. Sorry about the hair. I had a very nice day off today. I mean, of course, this morning was very busy writing all that special relativity disproof or not, and it got accepted by an online database. It's not an academic journal per se, but just some small depository. So I got nice website address, IP address. So I put it in the social website. So that's good. Yeah. So it's out there now. That's great. Yeah. Yeah. And I like emailed to all my friends. I guess I emailed to like 100 people, about maybe less than that, but all my friends that I can think of. Okay, whose email address that I don't know. Yeah, I emailed to all of them. Okay, so just to say hello, I guess. Yeah, I attached a PDF, which is like 1 megabyte, which isn't that big a file. It's like 39 pages. And of course, I also emailed to my family members in Korea. Okay, so, and my dad said, I don't quite understand what you're saying here, but yeah, good luck. I hope it gets well known and well received. That's what he said. Okay, so I was like, oh, daddy, daddy, thank you. I'm a mama's boy, papa's boy, and I love this American band, Mamas and Papas. Oh, they're great. Yeah, so I took a long nap, and I woke up in the late evening, and then I was like, oh my goodness, I overslept, you know. So I wanted to get out of that bed. That happens when you have a day off, a holiday, and you take a nap during the day. There's this bitter aftertaste, right? Unlike in weekday morning, then you have very sweet aftertaste of this morning sleep, and you don't want to get out of bed and go to work, right? But on a holiday like Sunday, Saturday, or your day off, you take a long nap, and you want to get out of that bed because it has this bitter aftertaste. Yeah, how it kind of contrast, I guess. Yeah, and I really thank you for being here with me because nowadays the viewership has increased dramatically. I mean, of course, it's like 3 people, 5 people, 2 people, which is a lot because a year ago it was like 0001001 like binary number kind of. But I really thank you for being here with me. Let me get that fruit fly. I got it. Ooh. Ooh. I got some scratch on my hand because this wall is kind of rugged, but whatever. I got the fruit fly. Oh my goodness, there are some more. Let me get those fruit flies. Yeah, they're actually spiders. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, nowadays insects are crawling into the house, buildings. They're trying to hibernate. Yeah. Well, yeah, these bugs, they're not welcome here at all. So, okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm just, relaxing. And after I woke up this evening, I snuck out of the house and went to Burger King. It's kind of like my holiday ritual. Yeah, I go to Burger King and order this double Whopper meal. No cheese, no mayonnaise, okay? Because I have to watch my weight because I'm Asian, right? So, but I did order jalapeno poppers there. Yeah, with cheddar cheese, 8 of them. I love jalapeno poppers. They're just too good to resist. So I gave in to temptation. I guess once in a while that's fine, right? Yeah. Yeah, and so I guess what we have left is general relativity, right? General relativity. Yeah, I didn't write anything about that. So it will be a brand new paper, and the length of that paper will be, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 pages, maybe. Uh, but I'm glad this special relativity part is done, over with. Oh boy, yeah. I guess it took about a month to write this. Yeah, slightly less than that, I guess, but still, something like that. Let me get some. It's been about 10 minutes, so we'll take a break, okay? So, alright. Okay. Yeah, so general relativity. Let's think about how to organize this paper. Okay, let's brainstorm. So, I guess we should start by saying what general relativity is about, right? Uh, okay, so probably I'll start by me acknowledging that my knowledge is kind of shallow and short. I don't know. I have very basic understanding about tensor calculus, like the yeah, I've seen field equation, but probably I start by acknowledging my lack of deep knowledge about tensor calculus. Some basic elementary understanding that I have, because it was way too technical to learn. So yeah, and tensor calculus is legitimate, right? Yeah, it's good mathematics, very beautiful, like subscript, superscript. I mean, yeah, some commentators, some mathematicians said it's like ORGY of subscripts and superscripts, all that. Yeah, but it's still beautiful, right? Yeah. And yeah, so after that, yeah, probably I mentioned that too. Okay, interesting quote. Kind of being sarcastic about other mathematics by other mathematicians. Some mathematicians, believe it or not, have very good sense of humor, right? Yeah, I'm just amateur, but I'm talking about like professional ones, right? Yes, some of them have good sense of humor. And so, okay, after that, yeah. So, what's my understanding of general relativity? It's like Mr. Einstein said, the if ether wind. Well, we have to redefine ether wind, right? Because classical definition of ether wind is the planet Earth moving in constant speed, orbiting around the sun, right? Then this ether, that's what they said. This Michelson-Morley experiment, ether wind, right? But the way we define it is different from that classical definition of ether wind. It's like when we are on the airplane and when it takes off in the gangway, enormous acceleration, right? So our body like pull back like that, right? Because plane is accelerating forward. Yeah, I have to also, as an introduction, yeah, special relativity is about constant speed, inertia, and general relativity is about acceleration, increase in speed, constant rate. Okay, yeah, I should say that, and then so then we're gonna redefine the ether wind, and ether wind is nothing but just this kind of like imaginary number. It doesn't really exist, but it behooves us to imagine it to exist. Just like imagine number I, right? Like I squared is equal to -1, right? So yeah, it's convenient tool even if it doesn't exist, right? So the way we're gonna redefine ether wind is that when we accelerate, our body pull back as if there's some kind of wind blowing toward us. Yeah, that's how we're gonna define ether wind, right? So, and after that, so Mr. Einstein, his key assumption or proposition that he regarded as an axiom is that gravitational force is equivalent to ether wind force, this accelerative ether wind force. Okay, and that's what he assumed, and we're gonna attack that proposition. And this castle of general relativity will collapse like deck of cards. because we are taking the foundation of that castle, right? So are we like vandalists? Are we? Why are we doing this? Why are we attacking on its establishment in physics, in science? Because we believe it's the right thing to do. Why? Because we believe Mr. Einstein erred. He made some errors. So we have to correct the errors for the future generation's sake. So it's creative destruction, okay? In the special relativity paper, yeah, I did cite that creative destruction in the Wikipedia. Okay, I heard about creative destruction in economics. Okay, then I looked it up in the Wikipedia, and surprisingly, it came from communism, Mr. Karl Marx. Okay, so I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yeah, like communist revolution, whatever. Okay, so let's take a break from physics, right? So communal property, communism. I learned about that from my friends, who kind of majored in like philosophy and whatnot, right? So it's about communal property, communism. Okay, socialism, and but that concept, communal property, community property, as opposed to private property in democracy, capitalism, right? Communal property concept exists in America, in capitalist democratic society. What's that? Insurance, insurance fund, pension fund, any big pool of money, like even corporate fund or your bank savings fund, right? Bank loan. That's the communal property, right? It's a big pool of money where everybody put a dime in it, and when they need big bucks, they borrow, right? Communal property, community property, common pool of money, right? So yeah, even in capitalist society like in America, it still exists. So Mr. Karl Marx, yeah, he has some valid points, right? Yeah, he did. Yeah, let's give him due credit. But what he didn't understand is that even in the pure communist society cannot exist because it's okay against this axiom of triangular equilibrium. Okay, it's a food hierarchy, right? In communist society or even in very liberalist organization like ACLU, American Civil Liberty Union. That's the name I try to remember. Now I do. Yeah, or Southern Low Power Center, or like Anti-Defamation League, or Democratic Party, or communist countries like Cuba, Russia, China. Is the organizational hierarchy is always triangular. Okay, so pure communism does not exist because it violates its natural law axiom of triangular equilibrium. Okay. Yeah. Mhm. Well, there'll be another paper topic, research paper topic in the future, but our next paper will be about disproof of general relativity, right? Yeah. So we got a lot to write about because we learned so much. Yeah. It's time for harvest. All the ideas, yeah, it grew up. We kind of nursed these ideas, right, in this humanology series right here, right? For by now 2 or 3 years so far, right? We've been doing this. Yeah. So it's harvest time. Yeah. Well, that's great. Yeah. That's great. Some people say year 2020 SUCKS. I'm not in liberty to pronounce those words. Okay. Year 2020 S. Year 2020 space SUCKS. That's what some people say. You have coronavirus. You have some later on radicalized BLM movements. Initially BLM was good, okay, but later on it became radicalized. Yeah, coronavirus and stuff. So yeah, but that does not apply to us, right? To us, year 2020 is very good year, right? Because we achieved a lot. We discovered a lot. It was very highly productive and very good year. Yeah, like 2020 vision 2020, right? Yeah, it's been very good year for us. Mhm. Yeah, 2020 vision, very like good omen, good, was that very like providence, the propitious, yeah, good sign, right? Yeah. Okay, let me take 5 minutes break. Let's take a 5 minutes break, okay? And then I gotta put on some long pants because it's kind of getting chilly. So yeah, we'll take 5 minutes, okay? Yeah. Okay, we're back. So yeah, I just emailed to a couple of more friends because I have so many friends. So later on, I realized I forgot to email this special relativity disproof paper to some friends of mine because I have so many friends. I'm 42 years old. I by now, yeah, I know many people. So yeah. Okay, so general relativity. Yeah. So okay, so Einstein has his assumption is that ethereal wind is equivalent to gravitation, and we're gonna say no. We're gonna say we object, we dissent, because there's no rhyme or reason to assume so. Okay. So there will be about introduction chapter, right? There are a lot there, many different concepts in introduction alone, right? After that, we're gonna introduce alternative theory. That's force echelon theory. Force echelon. So the title of this paper will be force echelon axiom theory. Okay, so we're gonna propose. So Einsteinian axiom is the equivalence, the principle of equivalence. That ethereal wind force is equivalent to gravitational force, right? But we'll say no. For those forces are not equivalent at all. Okay. So our alternative axiom will be the force echelon axiom, and we'll talk about this four hierarchy of different forces in the universe, right? Yeah. Should I bring back the whiteboard? I don't feel like so. I don't feel like to. Okay. We just narrate. You've seen it before, right? You haven't? Okay. I'll bring it back. Yeah. I took a long nap, so I'm not sleepy. I won't be sleepy for a while because I took a long nap. It's my holiday, day off, comp day because last week I worked overtime, you know. Yeah. I mean, my employers, they're very nice, so did offer me like overtime rate. But I said, no, I don't need overtime rate. I'm fixed salary kind of guy, so no need to complicate your accounting practice. Just give me day off next week. So today's Wednesday. I got my day off. All right, comp day off, compensation day for the overtime working last week because we got everything done. All right, we met the deadline and everything. So my lawyer job. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so let's do this. So the first tier, the top tier, you have ideological force, right? Ideology, right? Like liberalism, conservatism, right? Yeah, they move things around, right? They can move things around like electrically charged particles or magnets, right? Why? They're computers. Electricity. Campaign trail, right? Like liberalism, conservatism, like Republican Party, Democratic Party, right? Like last night presidential debate, they moved light bulbs around, and magnet computers, right? Yeah, they move around this laptop computers, whatever, right? Yeah, ideological force is a very powerful force because everything under the universe, okay, it get influenced by and moved by, controlled by ideological forces. Right? Yeah, they dominate everything. Ideology, alright? Maybe I will start with that in the general relativity paper. Yeah, it's physics paper, but it goes way beyond physics, alright? We don't confine ourselves in one area. We are humanologists. We study everything, right? It's a very interesting paper, okay? So, yeah, the fourth tier and above, the realm of metaphysics. Below that, like third tier, second tier, fourth tier, they are the physics. Fourth tier and above, they are metaphysics, philosophy, okay? We have to discuss this though. Why? Because it's related, okay? Let me turn off that heater. It's kind of getting hot. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. So so you have four tier system, four echelon system so far. Yeah, they could be fifth, sixth, seventh, whatever, right? Yeah, they could be. But we'll just stop at fourth, okay? Because that's good enough of this physics paper, and we introduced already that has nothing to do with physics. It's more metaphysics, right? So yeah, just one tier of metaphysics that will suffice for this paper, okay? Because I will submit to some physics journal, right? Physics and philosophy, something like that, okay? So each tier have exclusive citizens. Each tier, echelon, they do dominate all the levels below, but not upper, okay? So each echelon has the set of exclusive citizens that belong to that echelon and not below and not well and yes above but not below but yeah right. So the exclusive citizen in first tier will be concepts, ideologies, okay? Only thing required for the that exclusive citizenship requirement is metaphysical existence. Metaphysical existence. So we'll talk about apple. Yeah, like Adam's apple, William Tell's apple, Isaac Newton's apple, right? Yeah, we'll talk about apple. Okay. Because there's concept of apple, right? That's independent of apple's physical existence. There's the metaphysical existence of apple, the concept of apple, right? Yeah. Look at us. I'm sitting here, right? I'm not even standing, but I can imagine, visualize in my head what an apple is. I can even spell it, A-P-P-L-E. I mean, in Spanish is like manzana, right? In Korean, sagwa. In French, pomme, right? Potato in French is pomme de terre. Apple on the ground. Terre, terre, okay? Territory. Yeah, yeah. So different language call this apple different ways, like pomme, apple, sagwa, whatever, right? Manzana, right? So, but it's the same concept, apple, right? I mean, I don't have apple on my hand, but I can visualize it because I've seen it. I remember what it looks like, what it tastes like, even what it smells like, right? Yeah. It's in my refrigerator. I love apples. My favorite green apples. So tart and pungent and sour. I love green apples. Oh boy. Very firm texture on the peel. Green peel. The rind of apples. Oh, I love it. It's so chewy. I love green apples. Yeah, so concept of apple does not depend on its physical existence. Even if I don't have any apple on my hand, I can still conceptualize it. Right? That's the metaphysical existence of an apple. Right? So this paper, yeah, I guess it will take about 30 pages because it's very philosophical. Yeah, but we have to do this, okay? So we have to talk about metaphysics in this paper, okay? Because it's important, all right? Yeah, it'll be very interesting paper. Okay, let's take 5 minutes, okay? Yeah, I need some vocal rest, so every 10 minutes or so. Okay, it will be a very beautiful paper once it's written. So, okay. Okay, let's take a break from all this physics, philosophy. Let's take a break from this, okay? So I snuck out of this house after I got out of bed after a long nap. Fruit fly again. It flew away, fruit fly. I'm kind of like monkey, right? Yeah, it used to be my nickname when I was a kid in South Korea. Okay, why? I love climbing trees. Okay, so like a monkey. Okay, so that's my nickname, Mr. Monkey. Monkey honky, right? Yeah. Yeah, fruit fly, yeah, it flew away. I don't know where it is now, so we get it later. So, I'm a huge fan of African American females. I mean, they're great vocalists and very beautiful, very feminine, and oh, I think I see that fruit fly over there. Yeah, I got that one. Oh, right. Yeah, I got the fruit fly. Good. So how come I have so many fruit flies in the house? Because fruit flies are tiny. When I open the window, it can come through that shield, that kind of like this grid, anti-insect, this grid. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, it can come through that because fruit flies are so small, right? And they are drinkers. Okay, they love alcohol. They are attracted by alcohol. And I'm a drinker myself. Okay, so they come after my alcoholic drinks. Yeah, whatever. It's getting really hard, so I'm gonna take off my long pants. Yeah, so I snuck out of this house and then I was listening to radio. And then, if you have lived in America long enough, you can tell the difference just by the sound, the accents. I have heavy accents, Korean accents. Why? Because I came back to America. I was born in America. I came back to America when I was like 18, 19, right? So I have this heavy Korean accent. Okay. Thank you for understanding my Korean accent. Okay, so yeah, so when you listen to radio, right, you don't see them, but you can tell what ethnicity that person is. Are they African Americans? Are they male or female? You can kind of tell whether this person is like Asian or Caucasian or African American or Indian or Asian. If you have lived in America long enough, you can tell the difference because they have this voice tonality and accents specific to their ethnicities, right? Yeah. So I was listening to this music in radio, like "Rain on Me." I love that song. Okay. Yeah, it's beautiful African American female vocalists. Very beautiful, very feminine. Rain on me. And it's beautiful, right? And then there's this very charismatic, kind of tomboy style. I'm not sure what ethnicity that lady is, but yeah, rain on me. She's say that and after on like a galaxy, whatever, right? Yeah, it's very fantastic. Is that fruit fly or what? Let me see. No, no, it's not. Yeah. Well, some African American male song like yeah, dance, 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 dance. Can't stop the feeling. Yeah, phenomenally. Yeah, I love that song too. Okay, it's a nice song. Oh, I think we're pretty much done with this. Okay, yeah. So let's put it back. Okay. Yeah. Is it time to take a break yet? I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean it's not that I'm lazy, but I do need frequent breaks because my vocal cord is very fragile. Okay, I can only speak for 10 minutes continuously. Okay, after that I need some vocal rest. Okay, so rest and restore, right? Okay, we'll take 5 minutes. I don't think we need this anymore, but okay. Let's take 5 minutes break, please. Okay, so. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we need this anymore. We don't really need this for the rest of the night. Yeah. So. Yeah, let's just sit back and talk about whatever, right? So, how about some good old stories? I'm sure you have many stories to tell. Okay, yeah, tell us. Okay. So, yeah, I'm just like you. Okay, I have some stories to tell, right? Yeah. Yeah. So, what stories do we tell? Uh, how about nursing babies? So, when you know, let's say you are parents, okay? I'm not. I don't have any babies. I, my friends joke about that, right? Oh, not that you know of. Not that you know of. Probably you didn't understand my Korean accent, right? Yeah. I don't have any babies, okay? Why? Yeah, I have dated before. I'm not like male virgin or anything, but yeah, I got no babies, okay? So, and I have some friends also who been married a long time, but they don't have babies. Some of my friends, okay, for whatever reasons, okay, but we still have this metaphysical children, right? Let's say you have babies, okay? Maybe you're parents, you're married, okay? So you have babies, okay, and then you let your friends or relatives to hug them, right? Hey, this is my baby, yeah. Hug them, nurse them, okay, yeah. So your friends, your relatives, okay, embrace the baby of yours and Oh, what a beautiful baby. Yeah. Yeah, I can hold your baby. Yeah, so light and so small. So that's kind of what I'm doing, okay? Yeah, I wrote this paper. We wrote it together, right? This special relativity disproof, okay? So I sent it to my friends and my family members and relatives, okay? Yeah, this is my grandchild. If you're interested, yeah, hold them, hug them, embrace them. You don't have to read this paper, but I just want to say hello to you. It's my grandchild. It's born. It's out there in the world by now. Okay, so yeah, it's some analogy, right? In humanology, it's all about analogy between different areas, like physics and childbirth. Yeah, like Friedrich Nietzsche, the German philosopher, right? He made that analogy. Okay, yeah, I'm a male philosopher, but I'm pregnant with this brain child. I got some ideas on my head. Yeah, it's like divine impregnation concept, right? Yeah, like Virgin Mary impregnated with Son of God, Jesus, right? Yeah, it's a metaphysical impregnation ideas, right? Yeah, Friedrich Nietzsche, he did talk about that. Hmm. He's cool. He's a very good writer. Friedrich Nietzsche, he's like a philologist, right? Study of ancient text of Greco-Roman period. So yeah, he was very good at with languages. He knew Latin, Greek, right? Perhaps not Egyptian, okay, but I bet he knew Latin and Greek, okay. Yeah, translator of ancient text, the venerable pest, right? Yeah, philology, right? Yeah, yeah. A lot of philosophers have this philology background, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm Asian, so yeah, I grew up in Seoul, South Korea, so I do know some ancient Chinese characters, right? Yeah. So I guess I have some philology background too, because in Korea and Japan, their traditional education is like ancient Chinese language, ancient Chinese characters. Okay. In China, they use modernized, simplified Chinese characters. Okay. But in Korea and Japan, I'm not sure about Taiwan. Okay. In Korea and Japan, yeah, they still used ancient Chinese characters. Right. Yeah. I did learn those things when I was in South Korea. Okay, so I can tell you about South Korea. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Back in the days, yeah, yeah. It's a nice story to tell. Hmm. I mean, if you're watching this, most likely you are in America or somewhere else. Maybe you're in Korea. Okay, maybe you are my family members in South Korea. Okay, yeah. But if you are here with me today in year 2020, right now is September. But when this footage get uploaded, it will be like December, right? Or November. Because the 2 3 months lag time. I have a huge backlog of this humanary series sitting on my laptop or external hard drive. Internet's kind of slow in Alaska, okay, so yeah. So or if you are watching this, it could be like 5 years from now, like year 2025, or maybe 10, 15, even 100 years from now. Okay? I don't know if it lasts that long. I don't know. Okay? We'll take 5 minutes break, okay? Or 10 minutes. It's been 1 hour already, so we'll stop and start, okay? Thank you.